Get ready for some heavy racing right here on Signature Esports. The Clash of the Giants Interleague Championship to determine the best league in sim racing on the iRacing platform. 3-race event, 75% lengths. It's going to show just who has the pace and has the speed. Each race will have a different car, Xfinity Gen 6 cars, and of course the 2022 Next Generation NASCAR. 20 drivers from each league are going to be competing for the ultimate bragging rights. Chop Shop Racing League and the greatest of all time Racing League are going to be out there ready to prep or shut up. The Clash of the Giants will begin July 16th right here on Signature Esports. We look forward to seeing you out there. Races are race controlled by MRRC, and we'll see you on the racetrack.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
The next Greatest Cup Series gets rolling this Sunday, July 17th, right here on Signature Esports. Chop Shop Racing is a whole new experience for the sim racing fanatic. Next Generation Cup Series cars on a full race schedule and a full field ready to pull out all of the stops for the Chop Shop Racing Championship. Tune in each Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern to watch some of the hardest hitting action in all of sim racing. Chop Shop Racing League, home to the world's greatest iRacing leagues. Well, now that all that is taken care of, let's get into the race today. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here with Signature Esports, and a pleasure just to have you here live and in charge for the greatest of all time racing series. G.O.A.T Racing having a lot going on this week, but first and foremost, the Tuesday Night Truck Series right here on Signature Esports. Of course, I thank everybody being out there early in the chats, and I appreciate you giving the love and shares and the likes and the follows and all that fantastic stuff. We're going to have a pretty darn fantastic race here for the Chop Shop Truck Series, Chop Shop, the G.O.A.T Racing Truck Series. We've been talking to the Chop Shop and the G.O.A.T Racing League so much over the last week about their interleague event that's happening this Saturday. I'm just thoroughly excited, and of course, Chop Shop has their Cup Series that's going to start this week as well. We're doing a whole bunch between the two leagues that I apologize about that, but the G.O.A.T Racing League, greatest of all time racing series, right here for the Truck Series. They're gonna have those moments. Starting grid today for the Truck Series here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I do love Charlotte. Charlotte's a really good track. One of the ones that I think you get for free, which is pretty darn fantastic for the drivers. Joshua Privet is going to be your pole sitter. The number one's going to have Tommy D to the outside. Delago ready to rock and roll in that number 86. Levi McCarty trying to back-to-back here with Aaron Jackson to his outside on the start of the race here. Robert Doig, the bomb dude's going to have the 9. Locked in for row number 3 with Samuel Harrell there to his outside. Vance Goik and Mark Beverly, two of the fastest and probably some of the well-known drivers in the series, next to Tommy D and all the folks coming over from the Fairfield group and the Beef Jerky Unlimited group, getting some things taken care of on their end. We'll see how patience kind of proves to be maybe a benefactor here. The qualifying times from first to 10th separated by under 15 100ths of a second. Ricky Utting in the number 2 is going to have Bud Shearer to his outside. Anthony Zirkle It's going to have Christoph Hall to his outside in row number 6. Let's move on down that starting grid as Fletcher Quigley, the number 20, is going to Bill Hales there in row number 7. Nathan Bogart's got his wife in the chat. Good to see you out there, dear. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. And he's going to have Brandon Burkhart to his outside of the number 83 in row number 8. David Scott, Keith Prince in row number 9. Maurice Burnett is going to have Cody Sturgill there in that 10th row. George Rincon is going to have Russell Ottaway out there in row number 11. Jeff Ramsdale and Joe Tardif in row number 12. Down the back, it's going to be Rich Crane. He's going to bring up the tail end of the field. 25 drivers in the field today as they get ready to have some fun. Race information for you for the G.O.A.T Racing League Truck Series. 2 series apparently there. We're gonna double up the series. I love it. Charlotte's going to have 60% fuel for the trucks and 2 additional sets of tires, so tire management is going to be a big factor. First stage is going to be on lap 15, and then stage 2 on lap 35, so we should see maybe a splash of fuel for the drivers, and then after that, we'll see if they take tires at the end of stage 2. 1 fast repair, 1 attempt at a green-white checkered, 1.45 miles in late, the track temperature at 81 degrees, so very calm from the sunset skies here at Charlotte Concord area. It is going to be amazing. Adminbox.com, 2 X's at the end of that good race control tool. Not only that, but you could use it for your sim rig. It's going to be something of a. I like the look and the functionality of what's going to go into that admin box, and much love to Sammy out there for getting involved in the league. G.O.A.T Racing League, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for the series. They have the Truck Series here on Tuesdays, and then Thursdays the Xfinity Series is broadcasted by G.O.A.T eSports on Twitch, and then the Cup Series, of course, on Saturdays. But this Saturday, the 16th, interleague event, and that is going to be nothing short of a huge feat. 75% linked races, and man, they're going to do best of 3 to determine the best of league. But right now, they're going green flag racing, full send. The league adapted the start-restart zone from iRacing today. So we're going to start seeing that part of the rule here and the rules package for the series as they get rolling here. Josh having a good run here, the number 1 truck. Tommy D in the 86 down into that second lane. It's going to run a little bit higher. 21 of Levi McCarty rolling in that Ford. Little Fairfield group for you. 15 laps again. The run that they're going to have in the first first stage, and we'll see just how hard the drivers push. Sammy Hero, the number 43, driving the advent box Chevy Silverado here. He is in 6th. A lot of drivers trying to make up some ground, trying to make some moves early. There is Mark Beverly. Of course, represents the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series here. The AOR taking a summer break, so this Friday we'll be back in action for the podcast. I should have Skull-Key with me. Again, Nathan trying to giving some good insight on the games that he really likes and some of the things that I might be a little bit different and impartial to. So we like our opinions. We like what we do there. This week we're going to talk about toxicity in gaming, because that's a thing. Charles Van Scoik driving the same truck we saw yesterday, the 23, rolling the SpongeBob paint scheme, and he had pretty good luck yesterday at the Road Series. They ran 54 laps, and that was a workout. He said he was having some VR issues yesterday, so we'll see just what he's going to be able to do today. 4 of 75 for the driver as Ricky Udding tries to apply some pressures. Maurice Burnett having an issue. Looked like he went off track. But he's going to be okay. No damage, it looks like here. So sometimes you can get free off of 4, get yourself on the grass, and you just kind of play catch up, and that's what he's doing. George or Jorge Rincon to the number 28, driving a little good wrench paint scheme. How's the chat doing out there? Josh starting P1 for JDJ Motorsports. Good to see you, Joe. How you doing, brother? And then Dark Phoenix says, woohoo, Charlotte out there on Twitch. Thank you very much to everybody out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Free way to support. Get out there, subscribe, like, follow, whatever you're doing. 93 of Bud Shearer, trying to be patient here. He's got the 31 all over the back bumper of him, so the 93 is biding his time. Maybe trying to get himself some pressure here. 89 of Russell Ottaway there side by side with the 31 of David Scott. Little bush apple right there. Had a headache all day, folks. And I chalked it up to maybe some caffeine or some hydration issues. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. There is Levi McCarty, the number 21, has the 12 right behind him. Aaron Jackson, very fast in the series. The Toyota unlocked so far. Bomb Dude trying to make up some ground. He's got the V-Turkey Unlimited number 9 to the outside of the 13. As the Bronco Race Designs Chevy Silverado tries to find a good pace here. Ricky Utting at the 9 spot right here, the 2, not really moved quickly. Up 3 spots is the Fairfield Auto 20 Ford F-150. Finds good pace. Right behind him, another Beef Jerky truck. 4 of Anthony Zirkle. I know Mama Zirkle's probably out there watching. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, my dear. I do appreciate you. Nathan Bogart, the number 5, has himself a good-looking Skokie eSports F-150. Running his wife's unit crest on the back quarter panel, representing the Army National Guard for the F-150. 8 of 75 for the drivers is the Chevy and the Ford duke it out right now, and looks like Bogart's going to go to the inside. It's going to be right behind Ricky Utting. Down to the bottom, 5, 4, 2. Everybody kind of congested here from 9th on back. There is Fletcher Quigley in 9th at 4. And Ricky Utting trying to get his spot back from the number 20 truck as he touches the grass a little bit there. Bogart tries to get some pace, get some speed. Right behind the number 4 truck here is the co-commentators for Thursday night. Look to duke it out here in the G.O.A.T Racing Truck Series. Good move. Good fun. Good to see you all out there. Much love to you. Callaway gave us a like yesterday, and I missed that, Jesse. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. It's the Duck Press Media Solutions. We look forward to seeing them back in action here pretty darn soon. I do believe they're taking a summer break as well. A lot of drivers trying to find some good pace. Tommy D and the 86 all over Previtt's bumper. 86 to the inside. Very tough to pass at Charlotte as things progress, but to the inside, Tommy D goes. Almost a slide jump, had to get out of the throttle. You see the one battling back to the outside. Tommy D almost got himself a little check up there, but the one's going to lead this lap as the 86 drops to the bottom of the apron here. He's going to have to utilize 2 lanes here to make this pass. Not going to be able to do it. The one's going to be right there on the outside. Hopefully the exit's going to be a little bit different. We'll see as Tommy D holds the bottom. The 1 still leading on the outside. The more they battle, the better the 21 and the 12 look at this, and they say, you know what, we're good. Something about this racetrack goes to show that the high line can be a fast line here, especially over the course of the race line. So if you are trying to hold your position and you can hold that outside lane, you're going to be able to defend the tires of the driver to the drivers behind you. So the 1 back in action as he go back to single file. Tommy D in second, right where he started. Top 4 haven't moved a spot, but they're looking to change that. Sammy Harrell on the 4 up 1. Mark Beverly up 2 from the start of this one as he works the high side here. This track is driving a lot like the old Kansas Speedway in the Truck Series. I thought I had fixed the tire issue for the 1.5 miles, but today, not so much. They're clipping through again. That's all right, though. At least the trucks look really good. 13 to the inside of the 43, Sammy Harrell. Going to be high on the exit. Might have to try to defend again. 9 right behind. Whole lot happening around each other as the 12 and the 21 trying to make some moves. 21, low sweeping arc. Gets himself right there to the back bumper of the 86. 86 trying to utilize some of the ground here. 21 up the race line. 86 and the 1. Somebody's going to be trying to battle here. And they are moving. 1 to the high side. Tommy D trying to win this one. He's got a little help from the 21. He's going to clear the 1. 1 almost taps the wall there. Levi McCarty makes the pass as well as the 12 gets to the bottom. So everybody inside the top 3 move up a spot. And Frevitt goes back to 4th. A full send kind of moment. Good moves for him. Right, everybody behind him trying to make it work. Final lap before the end of the stage as lap 15 is underway. Who's going to get themselves a stage win here? As the 21 of Levi McCarty goes all the way to the bottom, puts the tires below the blue apron. 86-21. All the way down. Turn 3 and turn 4. 86 has held on and been patient. He needs a stage. He wants a stage win. They'll be side by side, 86 to the high side. It's going to be a photo finish here. Looks like Levi McCarty's going to win stage 1 here. Delago second. Jackson third. Previtt fourth. Beverly, Van Squake, DeWitt, Quigley, and Udding circled all top 10 drivers there for the end of the stage. Good racing. Holy cow. Gotta make a clip here of the old scene. Apologies about that, folks. Oh, man. Good race. Levi McCarty. Stage 1 winner. Whoop. Wrong one. My bad. Monty PA getting a good love. Used to seeing him in the Gravedigger paint scheme, but he's got some good luck going on with that lightning one right there. I do like it. All right. Well, they take a moment. We're going to take a moment to hydrate. They're going to come in, no doubt, probably take some fuel. We hope you're having a great Tuesday evening, as iRacing is such a great platform. It really, really is. Yep. All right, caution brought to you by our good friends over at Nerds Do Nerd Things. Nerd Things podcast, new episode releasing this Friday. Make sure you go check them out. They've absolutely drilled everything that they know and everything that they do, and just such a great series, and a lot of things that they're talking about just kind of speak to the mind or the hearts of my inner nerd, and I do love it, and I do love what they do. So thank you to the gentlemen over there for being what they are. Jeff Ramsdale, your race leader at the moment. I don't know if Jeff is going to come to pit road. He might stay out for a little bit. Everybody came in and got fuel. Previtt came in and got tires. So I do think that's going to be a little, maybe right sides for Christoph Hall to 98. Everybody else, fuel. Maurice Burnett came in and got tires, do believe. Bud Shearer got some damage repaired. So Bud coming back in and taking care of some things. Sammy Harrell getting some damage repaired as well. He's got some rear end damage right there. Not electing to have the fast repair, so that's all good. Ramsdale stays out. Here's a look at it. Ramsdale, McCarty, Delago, Jackson, Quigley. It's going to be your top 5 at the restart of the race. A reminder that these folks are utilizing the restart zone, so they have to maintain pace speed. They've got a little box on their screen that tells them when the pace car or the pace truck will go into pit road, what they need to do and what they need to maintain. And then once the leader goes inside the restart zone, the green flag will fly, and then everybody can go. That's pretty much what it is. If they don't maintain pace speed and they jump early, they will get what is called a pace black flag, or a pace lap black flag. They'll have to come down and serve that under a green flag stop. That is kind of the way it works. 97, 21, 86, 12. That is new rules for the iRacing platform. I'm glad that they added that, because the start restart zone for a lot of the tracks is a good way to kind of level up the field and get everybody close to racing. What we've seen time and time again is that we see in iRacing, since it's a simulator, a lot of the drivers typically kind of just get a restart, a heavy restart, and they kind of jump the gun, and that's how some of the drivers lose some pace. But now Inside the Geico restart zone they go. Admin box, 20 laps in. Ramsdale got a great restart there. McCarty will no doubt try to catch back up. Tommy D in there in the mix as well. Beverly to the inside of Aaron Jackson. Restarts our king. Van Scoik rolling. Van Scoik to the high side. Beverly right there with the 86 down to the bottom. Tommy D able to defend the line. 23 to the inside. No tires worth mentioning here because that's going to be the factor. Who's going to have an extra set at the end of this race? Who's going to be able to keep this one green? They'll have at least another caution for stage 2 as Jeff Ramsdale becomes under fire by Levi McCarty, stage 1 winner. Thank you to the G.O.A.T Racing League and all the folks out there that support it. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. You're all fantastic. And, of course, all the other leagues out there that we are a part of. Great situations to have for all of the fam and all the folks out there. You're all just absolutely amazing. Big moves, big run, 86 to the inside of the 21. Tommy D going back to the lead. A little slide job action for the 86 as he tracks down Jeff Ramsdale. Ramsdale got a head of steam here, way out front. Some side-by-side racing behind Tommy D as Levi McCarty and Aaron Jackson go to work. Van Scoik to the bottom here. Congestion, well, this looks like California traffic in my opinion. Van Scoik right there to the high side, or to the low side of Mark Beverly. Here's the 9 of Bomb Dude up there. Robert Hoig has the 1 of Previtt behind. Previtt has had new tires, and that is only going to be beneficial for the time being. We'll see. Because that second stage, when they come in for the green flag pit stop, if he doesn't have a set of tires there, it might be determined an issue. They start with a set that they qualify on, and then they pretty much have to make do with what they have. Right now, the one trying to find maybe a stage win, some points for the stage win out of this strategy, but might dampen his second. His ability after the end of stage 2. We'll see as they continue to move around. 2 sets of tires is a big factor here. Lots of things that you can lose, lots of things that you can try to work. But Ramsdale having a good slipstream right now. Tommy D right behind, catching pace just a little bit. Last lap, about 2 1/100ths of a second off the pace. Aaron Jackson, fastest driver of the top 3, but Van Scoik, fastest driver on the racetrack this last time by, as he runs a 31.43, and then new times 31.68, still fastest driver on the racetrack. One trying to push his luck back there behind the 13. Gotta take your time. You wear those tires out. You only got a set left in the pits. That's going to be an interesting take here as the 13 or the 1. They're going to go to the lap 35 for the stage as the 1 drops in. Big special thank you to Amar out there. Amar RC, he's your race controller. You can find him at Amar Paintworks. I did put a link in the description on Facebook and YouTube. And likewise on Facebook. I thank you to Facebook for allowing me to put VR chat in, because even though I'm calling the race and I try to make sure iRacing has things known, I haven't been able to tag iRacing in 3 days, and I think there are other content creators out there that haven't been able to do it as well. I've been reaching out to other content creators talking about how, is there a possibility that something's going on, that the game is just untaggable. Usually it'll say Signature Esports is live playing, quote unquote, playing iRacing, and haven't been able to do that. So we'll see. 1, trying to be patient. 12 to the inside. Ooh, big checkup for the 86. 23 rolls the corner. 1 back to the inside. Trying to hook the bottom as your pole sitter tries to work himself back to the front. Is going to be able to utilize that pace and that speed, but Ramsdale still holds the 4/10 of a second lead as they get in there. D, how are you doing, dear? Much love to you, love. I was actually just talking about you at the beginning of the race. I was talking about, I know that D would be out there eventually. There's your boy right there. Greatest of all time racing series, Tuesday Night Truck Series 4, having a little bit of tight racing right now between he and Richard Crane at the 36. Rich up 6 spots. Joe Tardif up 7. Biggest mover of the race is going to be Jeff Ramsdale He was there at the. He came from the back to the front and kind of ran his laps. Kind of fell off the pace a little bit there. Only 2 new tires of Josh here. So we'll see how the race progresses and what he's going to be able to see later on. He might have to just come in for fuel and stay out later when it comes to his tires. We'll see where he finishes this race. It's different to see. I understand taking right side tires. Maybe try to figure that out. Aaron Smith having an issue. He had to jump to pit road. He's coming off of pit road. Looks like he's getting ready to leave pit road. He's the 26th driver out there, so he's going to come out there and play a factor, I think. Let's go, Big Zerg. I see you out there. I'm doing better. My headache has pretty much subsided, so I'm doing pretty darn good. Josh looking for a stage win here, and I'd be more curious about what he's going to be doing for the remainder of the race. Thank you to Admin Box, and thank you to all the folks out there that have. I mean, he's running 1.2 seconds faster than the rest of the field, and maybe some stage points on his mind more so than a race one. We'll see. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see how the track levels out and how things kind of work later on, because everybody else pretty much didn't take any tires. Samuel Harrell came in. He got some damage repaired, and I don't know if he took tires because his pace speed is about the same. So Sammy trying to get back up in the mix. He might have taken some tires. We'll see. But he's got some left rear damage. Robert Doig in that 9 truck there to the inside of the 86 of Tommy D. Tommy D will be a factor with some new tires later on as well. Brandon Burkhardt trying to get some stage points as well for that 10th spot. They're moving and grooving. To see you all out there in that wonderful platform called Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. Revving out front, 4.2 seconds, 33 of 75. Ramsdale in second. Jackson in third. Van Squik fourth right now. Sammy Harrell in fifth. Ramsdale still holding on very nicely to his tires. Didn't come to pit road, so I think he's looking at this as he didn't need to come to pit road to get fuel. He was able to kind of save during the first stage and make it work for himself. 60% fuel usually puts him pretty darn close. They usually run, when it comes to the 100% fuel factor, they usually run somewhere around the 45 to 50 mark. So we're just looking at kind of what they're going to be doing here. 97. Ooh, I think 97 might be sputtering here a little bit. I'm not quite sure. 23 of Van Squik gets inside. Brevet comes around. 5.8 seconds. 35. Lap 35 being completed for the stage win. The battle in the race is going to be between these two drivers, Sammy Harrell and Aaron Jackson. And Sammy might clear Aaron Jackson here. And he might have taken new tires. He worked himself through the field. Let's see what he did here. Privet comes around. He's going to be your stage 2 winner. Errol Jackson look to make it there as they throw the caution for the second time for the end of the stage. Number 1 gets it. The tires are going to be a factor, especially over the latter portion of this race. He's got 1 set to come in and take. Is he going to be able to hold on to that a little later on? Let's see, 75 laps. They are going to have to come in for a pit stop, just based off of what I'm seeing. Even though Ramsdale, who's in 8th right now, he looks to be running out of fuel. So I missed the stage for Charles. He'll have to go back and take a look at it. Usually I get a clip in, but the 97 into pit road now. 35 laps is pretty much the max. And so he'll start at the end of the longest line. The 1's your stage 2 winner. And they'll all come to pit road, no doubt. Tires on the mind. And maybe Joshua might think about his run. Maybe he can get a big enough lead that when he comes to pit road for fuel, he'll be good to go. We'll see. We'll see how it works. We'll see how long they stay out and see how long it's going to work into that advantage No doubt he's going to have to think about tires here. If not, he'll go a lap down pretty quickly to the rest of the field, considering the lead that he got on fresh tires after about 10 laps of racing, getting himself around the rest of the drivers. So those are things to think about as pace car leads him. Time for that good old-fashioned slugfest of a break. I'll be right back. Get ready for some heavy racing right here in Signature Esports. The Clash of the Giants Interleague Championship to determine the best league in sim racing on the iRacing platform. 3-race event, 75% lengths. It's going to show just who has the pace and has the speed. Each race will have a different car, Xfinity Gen 6 cars, and of course the 2022 Next Generation NASCAR. 20 drivers from each league are going to be competing for the ultimate bragging rights. Chop Shop Racing League and the greatest of all time Racing League are going to be out there ready to prep or shut up. The Clash of the Giants will begin July 16th right here on Signature Esports. And we look forward to seeing you out there. Races are race controlled by Amar RC, and we'll see you on the racetrack. Sammy going to pit road one more time. He came in for fuel only and was your race leader there for a moment. But Revitt's going to be in. He is going to take his last set of tires. Ricky Udding will be right behind. And a lot of pace for the drivers today as Charlotte's been just a fantastic racetrack. Hopefully you're all enjoying the stream. Hopefully everything's looking pretty darn beautiful for you. As now that we've gotten into the race, the tires have kind of leveled out and they're not as clipping as bad. It's kind of insane to see that over the course of the racetrack, it's been working. Thank you, Manav, for the follow out there. Thank you for on your second channel. Appreciate that. Songsack, thank you very much for the follow as well. Chris Pendle, thank you for following on the Facebook page. Mark, thank you for the share. Mar, thank you for the share as well. Mark Paintworks out there. Make sure that you go and you give him a follow. If you need a race controller, he's going to be the guy that I recommend. So thank you so much. You were all absolutely amazing, and I look forward to seeing. All right, everybody's going to be making some things work. Lights are on, and the pace truck will go around one more time. Thank you to Nerds Doing Nerd Things for being a part of my platform over here. Make sure you tune in Friday nights as well. Our Friday night podcast is getting into its second episode. We're going to be talking about everything gaming, including iRacing, and my thoughts and opinions on the platform and where it's headed, and of course with league owners and everything else. I want to talk about what I see in this great platform that we have, but we're also going to talk about everything else gaming, the games that we're interested in, the games that are up and coming, things that we want to see throughout the community. And we're going to talk about other streamers, talk about other folks out there that we enjoy, maybe get some product reviews in, and quite possibly we work with all the leagues and all the folks out there. Maybe work in a giveaway or two or something throughout as we develop the thing. But one thing I had suggested when I wanted to revisit the idea of doing a podcast was making sure that the podcast was live. I like live interactions. I like the comments. I could just record it and put it out there and hope that everybody gets out there and views it. But the way that I look at it, if I record it live, then I can. It's kind of like there's another content creator that they call Answer the Call. If you guys put messages out there, if you want to chat or if you want to get into the Discord and put your opinion in there, I encourage it. I want it to be like that old-fashioned radio show where, what was it? Not necessarily the relationship advice back in the the 80s and 90s like it used to be, but more so in the grand scheme of things that we've all been interested in some form of game or gaming, or whether it's card games as my parents used to have a card game night with friends of the family. From there to the development of software and games and computers and technology, and here the sim racing community has different wheels, different things out there that kind of make a big factor. We want to be able to make sure they take care of it. 1, 2, green flag. Charlotte's been a good racetrack. Josh gets a good jump there. He's got some consistent drivers behind him ready to rock and roll. They're going to be on a level playing field now. As he took the advantage for stage 2, Aaron Jackson trying to make it work. Now's the time where pushing might be a little bit more of a situation. Levi McCarty and the 21 ready to roll the bottom lane. 28 up there as well. That's George Rincon. Ooh, a little checkup for the 86. 21 had to hold up. 28 checks up too. 20 big congestion. Keith Prince almost going around there wrecking. Everything built up to that right there. Keith Prince and the 20 collected, and the first caution for incident here for the race. Let's follow along. Here's the 28 and the 3 here. The 28 has a big checkup in front of him. There's the 24. 20 right there on the back bumper. 24 goes low. Big checkup. 24 goes low. 28's there. A little net code from the 20 and the 3. The 20 had to check up there because of what happened with the 28. Back up just here a little bit. We'll go quarter speed here. Big checkup. So the 20 trying to stay out of the back bumper. Tries to go a little left there. Gets a little net code from the 3. They might have made contact regardless. But a good save for a few drivers. But right there, the 89 gets involved. The 3's there. I want to check up. Here's Nathan Bogart. Gets into the back of Bud Shearer here as the 5 was trying to keep himself out of the gas. And then the 89 and the 48, Joe Tardif net codes through the 89. And that's pretty much what that looks like. How about that at real speed? From Nathan Bogart here. Oof. A lot of smoking trucks. Good thing there's a fast repair. Aaron Smith will be your lucky dog. He'll get a lap back. He's 28 laps down at the moment. Aaron Jackson looks like he's coming to pit road here. Maybe topping up on fuel. All the drivers came in at 37. David Pencil Scott in on pit road. Aaron Jackson doing that. Bill Hale's in on pit road. Of course, Bill out there representing Melanie. There's the 43, the 93. 93 of Bud Shearer will be looking at maybe some, maybe a fast repair, maybe some damage getting repaired. We'll see. Ramsdale right here, the 97. He's going to get a brand new truck. We'll look at Bogart. Yep, he got a new truck. It's only one fast repair, so having to take it at the very, very end of that stage is kind of interesting. We'll see now, because now the one might have a run with them. They're going to save about 3 laps of fuel here, running around the pace car, running under caution. So if they save about 3 laps of fuel, it'll make it interesting with the 30 to 31 laps to go as the one clips through the pace car there, or the pace truck there, for iRacing. Things I've seen people DQ'd for, which is weird. Weirdly. Thank you to all the likes, all the follows. Thank you so much to everybody out there. Make sure that if you're out there on YouTube, reach up at that like, follow, or hit like, subscribe, and notification bell. Let you know when we go live. Do the same thing on the old Facebook platform. Love to see that as well. Make sure that you get out there and hit that follow button, hit the like up on the video. Free ways to support out there. Of course, you can become a subscriber on Facebook now for just only 17 cents a day. And you can feed and put diapers on my grandkids whenever I have them. And if you're out there on Twitch, reminder that you don't have to do it with me. You can do it with any content creator out there. Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, especially during Prime days right now, you get out there and you can support a creator by using your Prime membership to get a subscription to any of your content creators out there. So that is a big thing that I like about Twitch, is that there's free ways to support each and every month, because you get one free with your Amazon Prime membership each and every month. So thank you to all the folks out there. Josh must be bored. Ricky Utting back here. There's Levi McCarty in the 21, 24 of Cody Sturgill back here as well. Sturgill has the Ibanez paint scheme going on. Do like it. George Rincon, little throwback for the Goodwrench section. Christoph Hall driving a Toyota today. Little Home Depot, Home Pro Toyota Tundra. There is Anthony Zirkle in 12th. Bill Hale's back to pit road. Some drivers coming in maybe for some more fuel. We'll see as Bill Hale's in. Looks like Sammy Harrell's in. The 70's going to be in. 97 of Jeff Ramsdale in as well. Maybe everybody try to get that extra bit of fuel and take the end of the line for it. Good publicity, good stints, good things out there. We appreciate you all, of course. Previtt, Udding, Beverly, Burkhart, Van Scoik, Doig, DeLago, Sturgill, McCarty, Hall. That's going to be your top 10 on the restart here. Again, restarts are on the start-restart zone. So the iRacing new system that they have that I enjoy. It's going to be interesting to see a lot of drivers single file back there, and those are drivers that we are seeing that came down pit road for that extra top off on fuel, trying to have that extra advantage. How much can they be? How much will they be able to make it work? Especially drivers that came in on 42. They should be able to make it on fuel based on the things that I'm seeing, but you never know. You just never know. All right, pace truck's going to be in. 1, 2, 13, 83. Waiting for the restart zone right about there. Green flag. Previtt almost went early there. And the start-restart zone, the Geico start-restart zone will be, I'll show you with the truck when they get around to 3 and 4 here. As Josh rolls the corner. The 2 has a whole head of steam. Mark Beverly right behind. There's the 83 of Brandon Burkhart there as well. Start-restart zone's going to be right about where the lines across the track are. Right about here. That's the start-restart zone. And if you go before that, you get a black flag. If you don't maintain the pace speed, you get a black flag. If you go too fast, that's what I mean. If you go too fast, and then you'll get a black flag. There's lots of conditions in there that iRacing finally got right. 13 right there into the corner. 2 of Ricky Edding trying to hold the line. Previtt up high. And now has an opportunity. I was worried about his tires, and maybe not so much now. If the idea of a green flag pit stop is kind of thrown out the window, we'll see if they're going to be able to run to the end here. As we're going to be roughly about 25 laps to go and about less than 2 laps. They're getting dicey. They're getting spicy. Hashtag spicy in the chat for me. Keith Prince all the way to the bottom back there. We see him roll in the corner there to the bottom of the 4. 2 Chevy side by side as the 3 truck tries to hold the corner. 8 to the outside. That's Maurice Burnett right there. Nathan Bogart back in the mix here as well. The 4 trying to be patient, but he has the speed and the pace to get up there and run the corners. He's in 19th. He's off 4 right now from the start of the race, and so is his counterpart for broadcasting, the number 4 truck. Right in front of him, they have a whole lot of congestion. And it's kind of interesting to see. 36 of Richard Crane up 13. He's going to be your biggest mover of the race right now. He's trying to solidify that. There's the 48 of Joe Tardif to the outside. Joe is very fast in the trucks. We've seen Joe be very fast in a lot of vehicles. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do here as these drivers try to hold on. Ricky Udding trying to track down Previtt. Joshua on a different tangent and on a different line. Let's see if he can hold on to those speeds. 30.72. Not the fastest driver out there. Tommy D and Levi McCarty about 1/100th of a second of a lap faster at the moment. But that's like throwing gum wrapper out and saying, here you go. This time by, though, they do have the pace. Previtt, 30.81. half second to Ricky Utting. And a lot of these drivers might be just kind of biding their time. I would say that I don't know if Joshua is just trying to have that big of a lead, or if he's just kind of rolling the corner the way he does. He's got a second lane drive off, 2 and a 13. Don't count out Mark Beverly. He's won for the 1.5 mile tracks, and we've seen him win a couple of times here at Charlotte throughout other series. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do here. Side-by-side racing with the 2. He needs to clear here as Ricky Utting makes it a little bit more difficult. The more that they run side-by-side, the more the 1 truck has an advantage. Keep it on exciting for you. I'm going to go on a hydrate break, folks. Right back with you. Thank you for being the most awesome community out there. There's Vance Coik in fifth right now. Ricky Utting to the inside of Mark Beverly for the lead. Previtt goes back to third here as the pace has been caught. But we'll see. 15 laps to go. Brought to you by MRRC. One into the wall a little bit there on corner exit. 83 drops in. Vance Coik for fourth here. Goes around Joshua. Those tires very, very, very heavy here. Thank you, James, for the like and the shares out there. Much love to you, brother. And 1,000 stars for you. Holy cow, man. You're killing it on the stars. You really are. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you very much. As 1,000 stars comes across the platform right there on Facebook. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you. It's been a great broadcast. It's been a good race. Only one caution for incident. And holy cow. Thank you. And the supporter badge and the Star Sender badge. Just a whole bunch of fun. Top 5 for Aaron Jackson right now. Previtt trying to rebound here. A little right side, right nose damage. Christoph Hall in 7th here, up 5. Cody Sturgill into 24, up 12. Rich Crane, biggest mover of the race, up 16. Ramsdell in 13, up 13 in the top 10 kind of day here. Cleveland McCarty a lap down at the moment. Came in on 57, maybe looking for some fuel, maybe looking for that extra set of tires, and maybe trying to hold on. Ricky Utting in that number 2 truck rolls his boundaries there. Previtt comes to pit road, probably getting a splash of fuel, maybe a fast repair taking care of that damage. As 12 laps to go becomes the factor here for the drivers. Pit strategy and pit strategy is going to be a big factor. That's one of those things that I like to see about green flag runs and the race lines and what they're doing and who's going to be able to save. We watched Van Scoik save basically the impossible amount of fuel yesterday at Mid-Ohio. Let's see if he does the same thing again today. Aaron Jackson all over the back bumper. He came in on 43, so he should be all right on fuel. He should be able to make it, I do believe. When it comes to his race pace and what he's doing here. So Aaron Jackson utilizing pit strategy for himself. Jeff Ramsdell in the 97. He came in on 45. Started the back end of the field. He should be all right on fuel. I do believe. I'm gonna don't quote me on it, but should be pretty darn close. We'll see. The 5 and the 1. There's the 1 going around. Previtt comes around, does take fuel, and does not get his damage repaired. So I don't know if he accidentally had his fast repair already checked and he already used it. We shall see. There's the 93 in front of him. That's Bud Shearer. He's in 13th. He's off 3 from the start of the race. A little rear damage. Has Tommy D behind him. Lago in the 86. He's going to be a lap down right now. And Anthony Zirkle in the mix with him as well. Talk about where fuel is, and that's going to be what it is. Ricky Utting out front right now. Half second to Beverly, and that's closing a little bit now. Van Scoik into pit road. Ooh, he is into pit road, sideways on pit road. Holy cow. What happened to Charles there? Came into pit lane. I want to look here. He was coming to pit lane. Did he lock it up? He did. He locked it up. Oh, man, in the nose. Put him backwards. So hopefully he's going to be all right. Had a top 5 truck. Pit road bit him. Holy cow. Thanking all the folks out there on all the platforms. Again, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We love you. We appreciate you. You're all amazing. 8 laps to go. Ricky Utting, Mark Beverly, 1-2. Brandon Burkhart in 3rd. Aaron Jackson and Christoph Hall, 4th and 5th. Cody Sturgill in the mix. There goes Levi McCarty trying to get his lap back at the moment. He's going to have the pace here to the bottom side of the 13. Drives around him like they're standing still, and it has everything to do with that set of tires that he saved. And he'll be to the inside of the 2 here. Watch the drive in. So much speed on new tires. And that's what we watched with the 1. That's what made me curious on fuel strategy and if he was going to be able to make it with that extra set of tires. He had pace. Didn't do it as much as what you would thought. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the follows. Thank you to all the stuff out there. I even like my own feed because, you know, I like doing that. Thanking all the folks out there watching and supporting all the drivers out here. That's more important to not only me, but to these drivers than you could ever think of. Ricky Utting into the corner. Brandon Burkhart in 2nd. Mark Beverly in 3rd. Aaron Jackson in 4th. And maybe a save moment going on Christoph Hall. You kind of make your bed and lie in it depending on what you do. Aaron Jackson on a full send mode here. 43 with 6 laps to go. The only drivers I'd be worried about are the drivers that came in on 37. But they did have some pace still left. Here's the 9. of Robert Doig coming around, trying to make sure that he has enough pace as well. Tires and fuel for him, 5 laps to go. Ricky Utting out front by 4/10 of a second. Brandon Burkhart trying to close the distance. There's the 83. Ramsdale in the 97, biggest mover of the race. Has the most fuel of all the drivers right now. Jeff has a little DuPont love. Aaron Jackson stays out. Ricky Utting, Brandon Burkhart, Mark Beverly, Christoph Hall, all to pit road. 4 laps to go. And Ramsdale, 3.3 and back. Trying to close down that distance to Aaron Jackson. Aaron Jackson trying to get a win here. Ramsdale without a win. Aaron Jackson with 1 win. Trying to be the second driver with multiple wins in the series. Aaron Smith has 3 wins. Mr. Jackson only has 1. A lot of drivers only have 1 right now in the series. So we're looking at what this is going to be entailing for these folks. Tommy D has a win. Zalesny has a win. Aaron Jackson has 1. Beverly has 1. Bill Hales has 1. And then the rest of them belong to Aaron Smith. 2 laps to go. Aaron Jackson with an early pit strategy, trying to make it work. It made me wonder if these drivers were going to be able to make it on fuel and if they were going to be able to try to have a decent day. Sturgill trying to track down Maurice Burnett with 2 laps to go. And the strategy works as such. Aaron Jackson in the Toyota. I thought quite possibly they might be good on fuel if it ran the same way. But I tell you what, the white flag's going to wave here, and Aaron Jackson 3.7. Jeff Ramsdale behind, maybe trying to save a little bit here. But Aaron Jackson utilizing tricks of the old pit road, doing a phenomenal job of maintaining his pace. He's going to come around and cap off his 2nd win of the season on a huge run. The cautions sometimes are viable for your pace strategy or for your pitch strategy. And that worked out just nicely for Aaron Jackson as he wins it here. Ramsdale will be 2nd. Burnett will be 3rd. Bill Hales will finish 4th. Bud Shear will be in 5th. Bogart 6th. Tardif 7th. Quigley 8th. And McCarty, Robert Doig will be 9th and 10th. As the drivers make it work, make it stick. Congratulations to Aaron Jackson, who might have enough to burn it down. We'll see if he does. Celebrations in store for the Toyota crew. Keeps it nice and clean for me so I can get a nice, fantastic shot for next week's overlay. Great race. Good finish. Aaron Jackson does a phenomenal job. I'm happy. Hopefully you're all happy. That was a good one. Charlotte, it was a good race, folks. Thank you to Admin Box, of course, Amar, for being the race controller out there. You can find, if you need a race controller, reach out to Amar on Amar Paintworks on his Facebook page. And, of course, make sure that you get out there and you like, follow, subscribe to all of these platforms, all the people out there. James Mandarin, of course, big supporter of what I do over here and a big supporter of the how am I in the wrong one? A big supporter out there, so go find him, Mandarin Racing as well. Let's talk to Aaron Jackson, though. 2nd win of the season. Charlotte was a good one for you. You came to pit road under caution to be able to make that kind of your end all to be all race line, and you had everything set for yourself. Walk me through it, because that was the right strategy to have.
Yeah, it was hard to come down pit road from P2, but I just felt I needed to in case it did go green, and it gave me just enough fuel to finish the race and do a little bit of a burnout there. So yeah, it just came down to strategy, and I got lucky.
I was debating about it because I was looking at what laps that Jeff Ramsdale had ran and how long he had ran that first stint, and I was like, maybe they might be able to make it on fuel um, through that last stint from the get go, and then all of a sudden the math kind of came to me, and the way that folks were running the lap times were happening. It just was going to be very close if anything, if anybody had to come to pit road. So everybody hoping for a caution late in the race makes for an interesting race line. But the right decision was when that the first caution for incident comes out to come to pit road. Great race, Aaron. You got your second win of the season. You're the second driver with multiple wins. What does that mean for you and for your points and what you're looking forward to going forward?
It's a lot because I did miss a race this year and had to take a provisional, so I'm working my way back up through the points. Aaron Smith's going to be hard to catch anytime he does run. He's fast and usually wins, so it's going to be hard to catch up to him. But yeah, I mean, just keep running good races, and my teammates help me out a lot, and just keep pushing for the front.
I tell you what, Aaron, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. Congratulations on the race win here, and give you shout outs, my man.
Yep, shout out to my team, Ricky, John, Ron, and who'd I miss there? Oh, Brandon. And always the sponsors of the league. You guys for broadcasting it. My parents out there. Chuck for putting on such a great league for us, or Charles. Appreciate everything you guys do for us. And yeah, hopefully the season continues the way it is, and we have good, clean racing and lots of fun.
It's going to be a ton of fun. I think we're up for more. Aaron, we'll see you next week. Congratulations once again on the race win.
All right, thanks, man.
Always the number 12 comes home in victory lane. Does so in true form and fashion. Let's talk to this guy, the 97. I haven't talked to you in a little while. Jeff, how are you doing, my man?
Not too bad. I don't think I've ever been in the booth with you. Feels pretty good.
Long time ago, when we did
Might have been.
the beef jerky and all that stuff, and not beef jerky. It was a long time ago. But it's been
BNR, yeah.
BNR. That's when it was.
Yeah.
But Jeff, you finished P2 here. You had a strategy all to yourself. You came in on 45, of course. But you stayed out during that during their first pit cycle, and you led a ton of laps, being able to hold off drivers, and I think you were running out of fuel at the end of the stage.
Yeah, I was about a lap short, so I was trying to save fuel. They would catch up to me. I would pull away, catch up, pull away. I was just trying to save, and I was about a lap short. So it almost worked out, but then started in the back and worked my way back up and got ran over on that caution. Came in, took a fast repair, then took fuel at the end there and knew that I was going to be close, if not to make it, and made it and got a top two.
I tell you what, anytime you get a podium finish just off pure strategy, it's awesome. I love fuel strategy races, and pretty much every one of the Truck Series races here for the GOAT Series has been a fuel strategy race. And not only are you the biggest mover of the race, but you went from the back to the front twice.
Yes, I did. That was I think I got for the most cars passed. But to finish in the podium for these guys, all these guys are good drivers. It's been an exceptional league with all these drivers.
Well, I tell you what, Jeff, it's always a pleasure to see you out there on the racetrack, and I know that you're dressed to impress every week, and it's gonna be a ton of fun. Give your shout out to my man. Congrats on a P2 finish here.
Yeah, I gotta thank GOAT Racing for putting on this league, Charles and all them. I thank my Gas and Go buddies back at home, all the guys that race with me, my girlfriend for putting up with me doing all this, and for everybody you putting on the broadcast. And I'll see you tomorrow night, and hopefully we can get another podium.
I tell you what, I'm looking forward to a little Daytona action.
That's going to be interesting with no fast repairs.
I agree. We'll see if some patience is going to work out. That's for sure. Winston Throwback. He's referring to Winston Throwback Series back again tomorrow night, folks, for the Daytona 250. They're going to run a bunch of laps. It's going to be a fun race, but I think it's going to be a long race. I think that one's going to be
rookie driver, and I'm ready to see what I can do.
It's perfect, Jeff. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. And
hey, appreciate it.
Always, that's the man himself, Mr. Mini Stock, Jeff Ramsdale, having a good time. I like Jeff. Jeff's good people. I love everybody out there. Maurice, though, my man, you snuck up through there, and you looked like you were going to be a contender. Maybe 5 more laps, and you're full sent around everybody.
Yeah. I seen there was 31 to go on the second pacing lap on that last caution. I was like, well, I get 32 a tank. Let me go down and top off. And I probably should have took tires too, but yeah, I thought I had a good strategy, and then Ramsdale come flying past me. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna lose to him. I had no idea Aaron could save that much. So hats off to him.
Well, I think the big factor here is fuel strategy. We've seen it week in and week out. You've had a consistent line, consistent truck throughout the series, and I think we're only seeing you get better and faster each and every week. What do you think this means for not just the race line and the way that it drives, but also for confidence, kind of going forward?
Yeah, I gotta give all that to my team, man. 43 Racing, Sammy Harrell, Cody Sturgill, Christoph Hall, and even Ramsdale and uh Quaker and the boys. Like they're always pushing me to be better, be a little more aggressive, be faster, and we help each other out and we lean on each other a lot, man. I gotta give it all to them.
Well, I tell you what, the eight's getting faster, and I'm liking it. LaGrange, North Carolina area. That's pretty damn fantastic. I've been in your area when I was stationed at Fort Bragg. I used to kind of go golfing everywhere, and used to do road trips. North Carolina's a beautiful country to go doing some road trips. So, Maurice, always a pleasure to see you guys get up here having good fun and having a good race. And I look forward to seeing you in that number one spot very soon. I think it's coming.
Yeah, I sure hope so, man. This is my best finish in the league racing. I'm stoked, and thank you for everything you do here, man. You put on a hell of a show, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
My man. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna look at the schedule one more time. I'm gonna pick your win. Let me do this. I do this every once in a while, and I'm usually pretty close. Let's pick your win. Let's see what track's coming up that I think that you might have. And I'm doing this. Yes, I'm doing this. I'm gonna see which one I think that Maurice is gonna win here. The number 8. See, we got Charlotte, we got Darlington, we got Richmond, and we got Kansas. I'm gonna pick you for Kansas because it's my favorite racetrack. So 70 laps around Kansas. That's going to be August. If you don't do it before, you could do it before.
Yeah.
But I think mile and a half tracks. I'm going to see at Kansas. You're going to have that high line flowing. I think
Yeah,
that's what I see.
I like the sound of that, man. I like the sound of that. And Richmond is one of my favorite tracks, so maybe I could pull off two in a row by
I
then.
like it. I like it. Back to back wins. I would love it, man.
Oh man, if I
But
could just get better stage finishes, I'd be something to deal with.
I tell you what, you're working on it, and congrats on a P3 finish here. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Give if you've got any more shout outs, it's your time, my friend.
Oh man, I'll thank my mom.
Yeah,
Why
do it.
not? It's LaGrange, man. Hey, LAG on the map, baby.
That's right, man. Yeah, we got to thank our moms. My mom's 60 years old, so a little over 60, and I still have to thank her every once in a while because she's the one that raised me to be the way I am. So much love, man. Maurice, we're gonna see you to the next one, man.
All right, thank you, sir.
Always the man, the myth, the legend. Maurice Burnett gets some fun at the number 8. I love his truck. He's absolutely fantastic. We're gonna see exactly where he finishes, and hold me to it, folks. I want to see him. I want to see him get that win. He likes Richmond, so I'm going to hold him to it on Richmond. He likes Kansas. I like Kansas, so I want to see if he can get it on Kansas. Of course, there's many other drivers in the league, and I see great things out of the Truck Series over here. Tomorrow night, Winston Throwback Series back in action. We watch the dash or the Bud shootout that we did last Wednesday. So this Wednesday is going to be the Daytona 250. That'll be tomorrow night, right about the same time, same place, all over the platform here. Thank you to Admin Box and RRC. Thank you to all the folks out there for doing what they do. They absolutely killed it here. Aaron Jackson, second win of the season here for the GOAT Racing League. This truck series is one of the best out there. Of course, I broadcast a lot of different series, and I kind of hand choose the series that I broadcast for. They reach out to me, and if I'm available, I typically take them, but I only take them based off of what they're doing, and I try to be picky on that as well, because I think a lot of these series have a lot of good things going, and they're doing great things for the platform. Regardless of me being involved in it, they're trying to keep their way of doing things to their own, and it's amazing to see. So, Jackson, Ramsdale, Burnett, that's going to be your top three. Let's take a look at your race results before we get out of here. And that's going to be brought to you by Admin Box and Global Sim Strategy. Thank you to those folks over there sponsoring the Cup Series. Thank you to all of the sponsors out there of the GOAT Racing League. And, of course, make sure that you tune in this Saturday for the GOAT Racing and Chop Shop Racing Interleague event. It's going to be the first of 3 races to determine the best league out there. So it's a put up or shut up kind of moment. Jackson, Ramsdale, Burnett, Hales, Shearer is going to be your top 5. Bogart gets a 6th place finish today. Joe Tarda, Fletcher Quigley, Levi McCarty, Robert Doig, Udding, Rincon, Beverly, Burkhart, Zirkle, Hall, Van Squink, Privet. It's going to be all the way to 18th. And I wondered and worried about him because he had the pace and he had the speed. Wanted to see what he was going to be able to do. And it's that fuel strategies kind of kicked everybody in the. I even got it wrong, and I'm usually pretty spot on with fuel and pitch strategy. So, man, I hate being wrong. And to ask my kids, ask Jess, ask Ballistic out there. She'll tell you. 36, 24, 89, 86, 3, 43. The 31 to the 70. Thank you to everybody out there. Aaron Smith had some issues earlier in the race, so he's going to take a last place finish there. But nonetheless, a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody out there for tuning in. Much love to you. And of course, and always, if I don't see you tomorrow, I will see you in your next one. Much love. We'll see you. Still got to get that button right.